the problem is it takes about a minute for all of them to get started, so we're just working on that right now for everybody who is tuned in and listening and not yet seen Quinn and myself. We're going to be up here in just a moment. It's always just about a minute in, so people who are very familiar with the program know that, and those that are less familiar don't quite know that. Okay, ready, Quinn?
Yeah.
Here we go, man. We're at Venice Beach.
Welcome to Venice Beach.
Yeah, let's walk around. Now, the reason why we wanted to come here, Quinn, of course, we're investigating the Process Church, and everybody knows that, you know, Charles Manson was involved in the murder of Sharon Tate, and he had the family, and there was something going on with Roman Polanski. What's the connect between Roman Polanski and Sharon Tate?
Well, a lot of it with Venice Beach is Venice Beach was and is still a congregation area for fringe groups like skateboarding kids, weightlifters, musicians, artists. Basically, the bohemian lifestyle a lot of it is centered around the Venice Beach culture. Like with Jim Morrison and the Doors.
Right.
You know, a lot of bands came here first when they come to start, or they go to Sunset Boulevard. It's very, very important in the culture of California lifestyle.
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
Interesting.
It's huge.
Well, and it's a big famous LA band who there's a peripheral connection to some of the people we're talking to. But really what we were coming here for is because the author of The Ultimate Evil, a book all about these murders and everything, was saying that David Berkowitz, the guy who was pinned for the Son of Sam murders, he was a member of the Children, which was an offshoot of the Process Church here in Venice Beach. So what we kind of want to do is find some of these like older hippie looking dudes and gals who are always rolling around here and ask them what, if anything, do they know about all that.
About the Process Church or the children of the Process Church.
Right. And I mean, it's a shot in the dark a little bit, but it's also a nice opportunity for people who maybe haven't been to LA to
see Venice Beach.
Right, to see Venice Beach. I used to hang out here. I wouldn't say a lot, but you know, a couple times when I was living in LA, there's a cool skate park over there, which was our thumbnail graphic earlier.
A lot of skulls.
Yeah, I mean, what is that skull art all about? That's a little
Day of the Dead.
Day of the Dead, right? That's more of like a Mexican cultural.
Yeah, it's a Hispanic cultural.
Right.
Hey, look, it's the street ball court.
Now, you saw a guy who was riding around on a lowrider bike that was kind of like a famous Venice Beach.
No, on the guitar player on the skates.
On the skates, sorry.
That's who I'm looking for.
Right.
I saw him skate off this way, so that's why we're going this way. Is it's the guy on the skates that's in all the movies, playing his guitars, rolling his around. I saw him earlier,
right,
and figured I know he's been here the whole time. So
exactly.
If anyone's going to know about the Children or the Process
How about
Church,
this guy?
I don't know. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. He looks a little bit less bohemian, a little more.
But everyone knows the guy on the roller skates, and if we can get him on camera.
Absolutely.
There he is right in front of us.
Oh, nice. Let's see if we can talk to him.
Yep, he's right there. Everyone's going to know this guy.
Wait, I don't see him, though.
You'll see him.
Oh yeah, I see him.
He was in like Thrasher. He was in like all the Venice Beach movies.
Okay, we're going to talk to him.
With the guitar. Here he comes.
Let's see. I don't have any, maybe give him $1 or something?
I don't.
All right, well, we'll deal with that afterwards. We'll go to the ATM or something like that. Excuse me, sir. Sir, can we speak to you for a second on camera? I will absolutely go to an ATM and buy the t-shirt. I just don't have any cash on me right now.
ATM inside.
Okay. Here, Quinn, hold this. I'll be right back. Where is the ATM? How much is it? How much is the t-shirt? 20?
Yeah, come out of the machine that way. And the ice cream.
Oh, he's going.
Am I right? I can't hear you.
I on LA. I saw you come.
Oh yeah, 30 years ago.
Yes, but it's still the business.
And they used to rip me off.
Venice Beach is exciting. He'll be back.
I'm not in a hurry. I'm going to be out here all day.
You're out here every day, right?
You know, most days.
Most days?
A lot of days. But after next Saturday, I'm gonna be gone for a month.
You're gonna be gone after next Saturday?
For a month,
Oh man.
maybe longer. I'm gonna follow bands this summer.
You're gonna follow bands? What bands are you gonna follow?
Dead and Company. Maybe Fish, maybe Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay, $20. All right. So here you go, Quinn. You want that shirt? Thanks. Okay, so my name is Jason.
Okay, we'll put this away so
Sure.
the wind doesn't take it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm Jason.
Guys.
How you doing? So how long you been rolling around Venice Beach playing the guitar?
I've been here since '74, but I didn't get skates till '76.
74,
You can blame that on Alice.
Have you heard of a thing called the Children?
No, I'm not in touch, dude. I'm on the street all the time.
Well, this was, you know, sort of a cult that was here, and then you don't know anything about that?
The only kind of thing that I like that I've been involved with
Yeah.
is Yogi Bhajan.
Yogi Bhajan?
Yeah,
And what was that all about?
yoga.
Well, that's not really a cult, though, right?
I know about it.
You know about it?
Let me
So I
talk to
go
you.
gather on Sunday there. I went to Venice High School.
Okay, talk to
It's
you.
called the Killing Field.
Venice High School is the
I
killing
went
field?
to Venice High School. I'm from Fullerton, Cal State, sir. My
Fullerton?
name is Murphy Holmes.
Murphy.
Right. I did 1016.
So what do you know about the Children?
Well, what it is, it wasn't Kevin Cooper. During the days of Chino, it wasn't Kevin Cooper.
Kevin Cooper?
Right, that was in Chino. They killed all them kids. I did 5 years in Orange County jail.
What were you there for?
Smoking cocaine.
Wow.
Now I got 3 years out hitting the booyah. I'm worldwide. I'm on Facebook. It says, thank you for seeing me as a vet and not homeless. It's called Volunteers of America, sir.
Okay.
Welcome to the planet. I'm Sagittarius.
Okay, so what can you tell us about the
But the
Children?
killing
What
field-
do you know about the Children?
Kevin Cooper allegedly killed some white kids. And it turned out the white boy said it was a white kid. But it was the onion field killers. The Charlie Manson family, they're back on the rise.
Yeah? How do you know that?
Because I used to be a Black Panther.
Really?
You heard me.
Black Panther, huh?
Black Panther.
How can we stay in touch with you on Facebook? Where do we find you on Facebook?
You can find me where it says, thank you for seeing me as a vet with a Vietnam when I worked for Volunteers of America. You can find me right now.
Were you in Vietnam? You're a veteran?
No, I joined in '79, but I'm from Skid Row. If you look it up, it says, thank you for Macy's. Thank you for seeing me as a vet and not homeless. I had a Vietnam hat on when I worked for Henry Wilson at the VOA. Have you been downtown Skid Row, sir?
I mean, I've seen it, of course. I lived in Los Angeles for many years, but we haven't been down there lately.
I went to West LA Junior College,
Uh-huh.
Fullerton, Cal State, and I'm homeless
Sorry to hear
because
that.
my debit card went into the machine and I can't get it back.
Huh. Well, I wish I would have given you the 20 instead of that other guy.
Well, you can give me something. I served this country, and I love this country.
That's for lunch.
Give me a hug. Give me a hug, sir. God bless you.
Yeah, you
Oh, yeah,
too.
because he's a character. He got that bullshit eye on L.A.
Who what?
The guy, that T-shirt. But he never been in Twin Towers. Have you heard of Twin Towers, downtown L.A.?
Not really, but what I want to talk
You
about
have.
mostly is the Children.
The
What else do
children.
you know about that cult?
Okay, it's done from high school. UCLA do it.
UCLA? What did they have to do with it?
Well, they be fucking right there by Westwood doing the wild thing in the car.
Uh-huh.
They do.
Who's doing that?
Students,
Yeah, but what's that got to do?
UCLA. It shows a bad demeanor for kids.
Right. But we're interested in the murders. The son of Sam and David Berkowitz was.
Okay, let's go back to UCLA when it was about maybe 2 years ago. Someone in the theater department got murdered.
Okay.
UCLA is freaky.
It is?
They do the wild thing in the car. See, it's something about Jesus. I've been to Bible Tabernacle.
Yeah.
And I've been downtown 45 years. And you got some wisdom.
Who does?
You do, because you got white folk in you, man. My great-grandpeople from Bakersfield. Yes, sir.
All right, so anything else you want to say about the Charles Manson or the children, the satanic rituals? You ever witnessed any of that?
Charlie Manson. I saw some of the kids out in Anaheim. Van Nuys, there's a Spanish girl that killed someone, murked her. Charlie's kids are out, not Ted Watson and none of that, but in Anaheim.
Okay.
A Spanish lady was killing kids. I think it's part of the Catholic Pope deal on Machiavelli.
I see.
It's always the Pope.
All right. Well, listen, thanks for talking to us, man. Enjoy lunch, and I guess we can find you on Facebook.
No, you can find me smoking weed. I used to have 17 and a half years sobriety.
Uh-huh.
I fucked it off hitting the pipe.
Got it.
Now I got 3 years without hitting the pipe.
All right, well, good
So
luck
all
with
I
that.
do is smoke weed.
Use that money for lunch, not weed, okay?
I got food in my backpack.
Okay.
You know, I was at Target, someone tried to steal my bike. Because I'm an old man.
Very
Right.
much the same.
And it's not what people say. You know, they say Pee Wee Herman was all of that. No. You know who's doing all this stuff?
Who?
The police.
Okay. I don't know. That was a pretty expensive interview. I don't know if we really.
Police is always doing that shit. Have you heard of the Hillside Strangler?
The Hillside Strangler?
Yeah, there's the police be messing with hoes and killing people.
The police?
The police.
What are
the
they?
police.
Are-
The po-po. It was in a DVD called The 700 That Got Killed. The third car was not a nigga. It was a light-skinned guy. I showed DVD, sir. You remember all the kids that were being killed, the prostitutes? It's always the po-po.
All right.
Why? Because they got a high rate of suicide.
Right. All right. Well, listen, thanks, man. We'll be looking into that stuff. Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. You're probably the po-po.
I'm not.
Some of my
I'm
best
not.
friends are police
I am not with the police. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know if that guy really. I don't know if that guy really knew, or do you know anybody around here who you think would have some firsthand knowledge of what was that guy?
Yeah, if he was telling you all that stuff, then he was, because he's probably been out on the street and walking around and checking stuff out. But see, I'm busy playing guitar all the time. When I first got here in '74, that's what I was doing, playing guitar all the time.
That's your full-time gig?
So it makes you oblivious to the rest of the world. The only reason I even look at TV now is because in order to get unlimited
Internet?
internet
You
on
gotta
your
have
phone,
TV, right.
you got to get Direct TV.
Right. So you never, back in the day, saw Charles Manson or any of the members?
I'll tell you what I did do.
What?
Charles Manson was trying to get to David Berkowitz.
Uh-huh.
And when I first came here, I was playing out on the street, and this guy runs up to me and says, you've got to come with me. So I got in the car with him and went up into the hills and met David Berkowitz at his home.
Wow.
And he sent me to his attorney, like about a week or so later.
Right.
But his attorney didn't like me.
Well, why did they do that? Why would they send you to their attorney?
Do you know who David Berkowitz is?
Not really.
And he was like the man for, he was the music business. That's why
Oh, so they liked your guitar playing.
he sort of liked my energy and some of my songs developed interesting. So he sent me to his attorney, but I didn't go there with an attorney. I went there with some friends and we jammed in the guy's office. And he really didn't appreciate it.
I see.
That I was supposed to come in a suit with an attorney and
Make some kind of deal?
yeah, make some kind of a deal. But I was,
Right. Well, we're mostly interested in the connections between the music business and the occult.
David Berkowitz.
He's involved in the occult?
That's who, when Manson was trying to impress everybody. That's who he was trying to impress. He was trying to impress David Berkowitz.
Why? Did Charles Manson want a record contract?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
I mean, no.
You don't know the history of Charles Manson?
I'm trying to learn it. That's why I'm coming around here to Venice.
You got
to
to
talk
Google
to
it,
people.
find out his whole story.
I prefer the first
He was like
info.
like trying to be a rock star. That was the whole thing, and I guess they weren't giving him the right
the whole
deal.
music industry.
Oh yeah, he was trying to, and he was trying to go to David Berkowitz. I mean, somebody on the street just took me to David. Just took me to David Berkowitz. That was one of the first things that happened when I got here because I was playing on the street. Now I ended up playing out. There's like lots of stories, but that was one of the most interesting. It's just that I didn't connect with this attorney, and he came down here looking for me, and like he sort of wanted me like to go with him. But I didn't leave with him. I just stayed at the beach. So that's history. Instead of going with David Berkowitz and being on a major label, I just stayed at the beach.
Nice, nice. All right. Cool. Well, listen, man, enjoy the day.
Yeah.
Thanks for the info.
Yeah.
All right, Quinn. So
We
we're...
should get a song on the street. You can play for
If you're lonely and entertaining and sitting you know you're dead.
Thanks, man. Well, that was interesting.
Actually, it was very informative to what our research is that they have people on the beach and in places that come and find people playing music and then take them to parties.
Well, he was taking him to a lawyer, he said.
Well, but he said he took him up to a house in the hills
Yeah.
and then went to a lawyer the next week.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, that first guy was a little bit incohesive, but
That's the drugs.
yeah, and I mean, I wonder how valid what he said. I mean, I don't like to dismiss it, but I mean, I don't know that anybody would really take his testimony too seriously.
They won't, but if you take the pieces of it of what they see on the streets, you can start forming things like Muscle Beach.
Right.
Welcome to world famous Muscle Beach, everybody. Time phone hack Muscle Beach.
Bodybuilding.com.
Time phone hack Muscle Beach.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see. Here, wait, there's the sign right there. Muscle Beach, Venice, California. It's cool. I mean, it's nice to intersperse the investigation with some sightseeing so people can kind of check out Venice Beach.
Well, but this is really where a lot of it started.
I mean, those guys are goth, but like, I don't know, who do we talk to about this? I was hoping that guitar dude would have some more info.
Me too. But he did play you a nice song.
So I guess, I mean, what about businesses that have been here for a long time? We should just look and try and see anybody who looks like they've been around. It's mostly young people here who won't even know what this stuff is all about necessarily. So what else do we want to talk about while we're searching for more witnesses, Quinn?
So what keeps showing up is this connection to the record industry.
It's true.
This not just the connection to the record industry, but we're finding very deep connections to the recording industry, with Bob Crane being in the radio
before
TV.
television. Yeah,
exactly.
Well, there's a ton of crossover. You know, there's Sony Music, Sony Entertainment,
Sony Electronics. So it seems like it's just this group of what we call first adopters.
right?
Like we heard the other day about it, someone who was a first adopter, right?
You mean Bob Crane with the video equipment?
Yeah.
And Richard Dawson with the video equipment?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So in technology, the first adopters are like the guys that set the wave, right?
Right.
Like
the trendsetters.
they're trendsetters. They're like, oh, I'm in on this video game, so I'm going to get all my other buddies in on this game, and,
Right.
and then we're all going to be in on the game.
It's very crowded.
And so that's what I'm seeing is a field of early adopters that are all in a similar playing field. That everyone's like, yeah, it's music, TV, you go into the hills, you go to some secret party where there's your wildest dreams, then you go talk to a lawyer, then you sign the contract.
Right.
And that's pretty much what he was telling us, is they took him to this magic party and then he went to sign the contract and he didn't go with a lawyer. And, you know, here's people trying to make it right now, selling you their CDs on Venice Beach.
You think those guys will know anything about it? They look pretty young.
They are, but they're the ones out here hustling, they're not the ones out here looking.
Right. Yeah, they're not going to be too dialed in. That guy looked like kind of an old Venice Beach guy.
I was just thinking that same thing.
Let's see if we can catch that guy. He's getting away from us on the skateboard. Unless he stops, we're not going to... Yeah, he's gaining ground on us there.
Yeah, but that's the kind of guy that we're looking for. Is the guy that looks like
The old surfer dudes.
the old surfer dudes with like the duffel bags that are like moving product or moving something.
Well, I mean, just even if they're not involved, they
Yeah.
sort of know the scene over here on Venice Beach and what's going on and who knows what.
So, but back to what I was saying is that seems to be the defining arena, because everyone that I meet outside of this, like the people I've met over the last year that are also involved in this, are also all involved in music.
Well, that was Jimi Hendrix, I'm pretty sure, which is really kind of the perfect song for this live stream.
So it seems to be recording, like something about the recording.
Well, I mean, it's just that attracts, you know, fans, right? People
Fans
who are
and fame seekers.
right. People who are, you know, we always see like the groupies for rock bands will kind of do anything. What about this woman? Maybe she's. I don't know. You think she knows? Let's talk to her.
I would,
Why? Why not?
because there's going to be someone in the area.
Okay. All right.
Because she's not in the area.
What do you mean? She looks like she's been on Venice Beach for a while.
You'll see.
Well, it's always tricky, you know, when we don't necessarily have an interview planned. Our interview subject, who we've been waiting for, has been somewhat
Elusive?
elusive. Is
Since
the word?
meeting him?
Is the word I've been looking for.
And yeah, so that's kind of it. He's been elusive. So,
He's been elusive.
you know, do we want to move forward on that?
Well, I mean, absolutely, but the problem is I am gonna kind of. We gotta. I mean, we can't put too much pressure there. It's a delicate situation,
yeah, it's like
right?
super delicate.
It's like super delicates.
Super delicate.
Right. So, I don't
They're the
know.
ones that walked up on the photo op earlier.
That's pretty interesting. There's a lot of characters here on
Oh,
Venice
yeah,
Beach.
Massive amounts of characters everywhere. It's like character village. I would fit in here with my half hairdo if I didn't shave it. You know?
Right. I don't think anybody would have any
Bat
issue.
an eye.
No, I don't think they would. Let me know if you spot anybody who seems like a candidate for discussion.
Well, that's the difficulty between tourists and locals.
I probably could, but I don't.
Well,
You see that old guy with the orange bandana on right there?
where?
Playing basketball? He looks like he's been here a long time.
We should talk to him.
Yeah, we should go up and ask him.
Where?
Right up here. He's got the orange bandana on. They're playing basketball right there. Guys with the cards.
These guys wearing all the black shit in the middle of the hot
Notice that?
day. This guy? Oh, that guy. Yeah, but he's a bandana. He's a basketball player guy. He looks like that guy doesn't look like he's gonna know about occult stuff in Venice Beach.
He's the old guy.
He's an old guy, but he's in the middle of the basketball game.
Or you can ask them. They would know.
Let's see if they want to talk to us.
Yeah.
They're walking away. This is tricky. I mean, you go walk up to people and be like, "Hey, what do you know about Manson?" They'll be like, "Hey, dude."
No, you say like, I don't know.
All right, so we got to find somebody, or this stream is turning out to be.
You already,
Well, those guys were interesting for sure,
yes.
but we need somebody else. Like, there's another old guy.
Right here.
Yeah. Should we? I don't want to keep giving out $20. So now I don't have any smaller bills.
You don't have to. He'll talk to you.
If we're gonna talk to a homeless guy, we got to give him some money. Let's see.
They're the ones that know.
Sir, how you doing? Would you mind speaking to me for a moment? How long you been on Venice Beach?
About 6 months or less.
6 months. Oh, so you don't know about what was going on down here in the 60s, huh? No, all right. Thanks, man. Take care.
Pretty difficult.
It is pretty difficult. There's a big homeless problem here in LA, all throughout the country. You know? Oh, the other thing we forgot to address, Quinn, is that last night's stream has been banned by YouTube.
Yes, that is a good thing to talk about.
For a copyright violation because we showed a portion of the trailer for Strange Angel and a portion of the trailer for American Satan. But the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, fair use is if you're making commentary on something like that.
You can use it.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to use it. So like if you're doing a film review or if you're saying, hey, this new show is coming out, here's the trailer, you're supposed to be able to do that.
Not with those certain things because they're protected.
And see, like right now, this guy playing Thus Speaks Zarathustra or whatever that thing is called.
Doing handstands on something.
We may, in fact, it could get a copyright violation for that.
It could.
But yet, it's not my fault he's playing it out here on the street. Street performances.
Everybody make some noise. It's showtime.
We're not really seeing as many old.
What the hell?
These guys are old. Let's see if they.
Our show.
Hey, excuse me, guys. Do you guys mind talking to us for just a minute?
The more energy you give
On camera, is that okay? I'm Jason. How are you?
Good, how are you?
How long you live in Venice Beach?
I don't live in Venice Beach.
Oh, you
I live
don't?
in West LA.
Okay, but how long you been around Venice Beach?
71 years.
So you remember when Charles Manson and the children and all that was going on back in the 60s?
No, I didn't pay much attention to it.
You didn't?
No.
The murders, Sharon?
Yeah, I know all about them, but I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to watch it because they killed people, you know? Wasn't my thing.
Got it. Did you ever hear about that? The satanic cult, the children?
Yeah.
You heard about it?
Oh, yeah.
What did you hear about it?
That's way, you know, I'm not living in the past. Why are you guys digging up shit that happened 40 years, 50 years ago?
Would it surprise you to know that they're still active?
Yes, it would.
But they are.
Are they? Yes. There's so much crime and shit going on around here. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. All right, well, listen, we're going to keep walking, try to find
All right.
some people. Thanks very much.
Yep, you're welcome. Good luck.
Thank you. Even when people don't necessarily know exactly what we're asking, it's still good to talk to people and get an idea of what people are aware of.
That looked like. So, were these things at the time, like 40 years ago, they were so traumatic on people that it's like people don't even want to talk about it.
Well, they also zoned it out. I mean, not necessarily everybody was paying attention back in the day. You don't want to like dial into murders and stuff necessarily. Excuse me, sir. Can you talk to us for just a second?
No, I'm working.
Okay, that guy didn't want to talk. He had an accent. Maybe he hasn't lived here that long.
But that's the confusing thing to me is like, so all these murders, Son of Sam, Zodiac, you know, Manson, recording industry, communications, it seems that why didn't people pay attention when it was happening in so many places?
You know, I don't know, but it's, you know, it's possibly a innate psychological phenomenon that something averse like that, something so repulsive, yeah, people don't want to pay attention to it. Like Pizzagate is the modern day version of that, you know.
Causes like an aversion scenario?
It just makes people want to block it out. They don't want to be like so dialed in. You want to ask this guy? Excuse me, sir. Can you speak to us for just a second? Have you been living on Venice Beach for a while?
Well, not on the beach. but
Nearby?
Yeah.
You don't really look old enough.
Over 20 years.
20 years. So you weren't around. You don't look old enough to have been around when Charles Manson and all those guys were doing their deal in the 60s.
No.
You know anything about that? The children, the satanic cult that started here in Venice?
You know, really, I don't really know too much about it. I mean, I know Quentin Tarantino's gonna make a movie, and
He's making a movie about Manson?
yeah, and the Sharon Tate murder. I mean, I know briefly about it.
That's interesting. All right, well, thanks for talking to us.
No worries.
Enjoy the day. This is tricky, Quinn.
Well,
we might
now
have
we
to.
know Tarantino's making a movie about it.
That's interesting.
We know that the homeless guy we talked to knew about the missing children and something about Venice High's connection to Venice High.
Yeah, that's
School.
something for people to look into for
We
sure.
talked to the guy on the roller skates who talked about his connection to Manson and the record producer picking him up and taking him
That's
to a party
pretty
around
wild.
Hollywood Hills.
That's pretty wild.
So if you start connecting it, we're starting to see what's termed as a base pattern. Like people all riding around on the same scooters. Where do they get them?
Right.
That's kind of what we're getting at. Now we're seeing it as like an example in the scooters of today that everybody rents and gets that are everyday things,
Uh-huh.
you know. But these people had like that own type of specialized equipment.
Yeah.
You know, just like that group of guys all coming by on the same scooters.
Yeah. Well, we might need days and days of canvassing the beach. What about this guy?
Oh yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Can I speak to you for a second? Can I speak to you for a moment? Are you a longtime resident of the area?
No, I'm not.
Not?
No.
Okay, thanks.
Girls trip, right behind you.
Girls trip?
What's that?
Do you girls know anything about Charles Manson and the children and the satanic cults that started around here in Venice Beach?
No.
Oh, we're trying to talk to people who might know something about that stuff.
Oh, wow.
You guys enjoy the girls trip.
Thank you.
You should ask that guy with the silver glasses on.
Which guy?
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah.
Okay. How you doing? Can I speak to you guys for a second? Are you a longtime resident of Venice? So do you mind if we have you on camera for a second? Do you know anything about the children and Charles Manson and the satanic cults that were?
No, that was way back in the days, and everyone pretty much ignores that, now.
Everybody ignores it?
Yeah, he was abnormal,
Right. But
and may he rot in hell.
well, he's still alive, isn't he?
No, didn't he just die?
Did he die? Oh, Manson died?
Recently.
But the cult has it.
Yeah, you know what? And those are weak-minded individuals that let people, make them do things they know they're wrong,
Right. Right.
Get me drunk, I'll do whatever.
No, not really, not really.
She's a sensible man right there. But it's deplorable. People actually do stuff like that and follow stuff like that.
You ever see any people around that are sort of looking like they might be involved in anything like that?
Yeah, I've seen some shady characters around.
What would be the tip-off, you think, that somebody is involved in satanic cults?
More or less by just how they dress. I mean, they dress weird. They make direct eye contact. I notice really people that have strong beliefs and stuff make really direct eye contact and make you uncomfortable.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. All right, well, listen, be on the lookout for cult members.
Yeah.
Enjoy the afternoon. Thanks.
Have a blessed day, y'all.
Thank you very much. Hey, Quinn, I forgot to put up the logo, so we haven't been having Crowdsource the Truth on there this whole time.
So now he says he sees them.
He said he sees them, but I mean, he doesn't really know. He's just kind of guessing.
Well, no, but people see them around here. This is
You see a lot of people looking sort of unusual in LA. I mean, it's hard to know. And again, I mean, that might be part of the reason why why this is where it happened. They can kind of hide in plain sight.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know, Quinn. Maybe we should, what should we do?
You could ask them.
Yeah. Let's ask them. Hey, would you guys be willing to talk to me on camera for a minute? Are you a longtime resident? I'm Jason. How are you?
Hi, Jason. I'm Tegan. Nice to meet you.
Tegan?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
So are you a longtime resident of Venice Beach?
I'm not actually. I moved here 6 months ago, but for the last 5 years, I'm from Kansas originally, so I moved to Sacramento 5 years ago, but every time I come down here, this is definitely the spot that I feel more at home. Yeah.
You're not in Kansas anymore.
You know I get that all the time, right? You know I get that all the time. I came with my dog, too. He's my Toto, so.
So have you heard about the origins of the children cult that David Berkowitz was involved in that started
Which
here
one
in
was
Venice?
David Berkowitz? No,
He
but
was the-
I don't love cults, but I literally go to sleep every night watching, I was just watching Heaven's Gate last night, like, just watching it. Is that weird or?
I don't know. No.
No, but please tell me. I'm
Well,
not.
he
aware
was
of
the
this.
guy that was blamed for the Son of Sam murders, and there's a correlation or a link of some kind to Manson and the family.
Oh,
Venice Beach.
really?
Yeah, there was a process church that started, and then it came here and started on Venice Beach, and they started a splinter group called The Children that was recruiting rock stars and actors before they were famous.
Wow.
And yeah, so they're re-emerging with, there's like a lot of shows and there's a lot of research coming out now that they're really starting to re-emerge as actually having members like everywhere.
Wow, that's a trip. See, I wondered that about the whole Illuminati thing too. It's like with the stars and things, like people trying to pick really select members. You know what I mean?
This
And
is
try to-
them. The Illuminati's like a TV. These people are like the real ones.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. You might even be one over there, Mr. Quiet.
No, there's a trip called The Children.
Have you heard anything about this cult?
Heard of it.
You've heard of it?
Talk about it. I'm just kidding. No, I don't know.
Nothing. All right. So
Yeah. Have you found any leads or anyone? Have you found anybody?
found
that's
some
like,
people that knew a little bit about it, but I mean, it's one of these things that most people have kind of like blocked out or were never really too dialed into in the first place.
Or if they're still involved, they won't talk about
They
it.
won't talk about it.
That's the thing, and it's actually the people. Well, let me not say that, but yeah, we're just sort of looking for, you know.
Trying to think of what direction I can point you in that anyone that might know. I mean, there's a lot of literally a lot of the people you see like on the boardwalk, some of them I wonder, like, are they telling the truth? Like, a lot of people think that they're out of their mind or they're talking to themselves or this or that, but I always wonder. You know what I mean? I'm like, if you sit and have a conversation sometimes with some of these people, you'll be like amazed by the things that they talk about or the things that they know.
Things that they know, right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's like, you know, there's so much of that. I know that there's one dude that was supposed to be Secret Service or something that apparently was like used for what they have said is mental.
MK Ultra.
Yeah, with the hi. Thanks. Thank you much.
So.
And spit back out just on the streets left to be like a crazy person. And they're like, no one's gonna believe this guy. You know? Yeah.
And so, what is this book about? Are you here promoting something or just having a coffee chatting?
I work at the tattoo shop right here. I'm a piercer, do tooth gems and
I
permanent
would have
makeup.
never guessed that.
I know, right? I will give it away. But first coffee. This is still my coffee from this morning, but yeah, I'm just out here. This book has, I'm not really promoting anything. Developing intuition, learning to go with your gut. I'm gonna
That's
do
interesting.
spiritual work myself, just inner myself spiritual work.
All right. Well, listen, thanks for talking
Yeah,
to us.
absolutely.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good luck with everything.
Thank you very much.
Are you putting everything together and making
You
a
can see
documentary
this
on
on YouTube at Crowdsource the Truth.
That's a live
Crowdsource the truth? That's
Yeah,
awesome.
live stream
Are
going
there
out
people
right now.
saying anything?
Well, you can't see it on this screen, but I have one in my pocket.
Bye, everybody. Good
Thanks
luck with
very
your
much.
with your.
And if people want
Hunts.
tattoos in Venice Beach, where should they go?
Absolutely. I'm at House of Ink Tattoo on Venice Beach. We have 2 locations. I work at both of them. So
There you go.
yeah, look for the lady with the crazy hair.
That's not going to narrow it down here.
Right. I'm almost 6 feet tall. I don't know if that helps.
Very good. Thanks so
Thank
much.
you guys. Good luck.
Bye. Well, I don't know, Quinn. You get little pieces. It's interesting. You get little tiny tidbits from people. Like working in the tattoo shop, maybe.
They're the ones that do the sigils.
Well, right. She might, I was going to say, might meet people who, you know. See, there's the thing. Now, hopefully, if that woman goes to Crowdsource the Truth, what about this guy? What about this person? Excuse me, sir. How you doing? You mind if I talk to you on camera for a minute?
Sure.
You've been a long-time resident of Venice Beach? Yeah, how long you been here?
20 years.
20 years. So you weren't around when Charles Manson and the children and the family were doing their thing, huh?
Oh, I sharpened his knives.
You say what?
I sharpened his knives.
You sharpened Manson's knives?
Yeah, he used to hire me to sharpen his knives.
So what can you tell us about Charles Manson? And
I'm just kidding you. I didn't sharpen his knives.
I see. You don't know anything about it firsthand?
No, I don't. No. Charlie had kept a tight lip.
But did you ever encounter him or any of the members of the Manson
never had,
family?
no.
Or
No.
see any cult activity around Venice Beach here?
Contacted the police.
The police?
Yeah.
Do cult activity?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff do they do?
Sadistic stuff.
Sadistic? Like
Yeah,
what?
Like take everybody's property illegally, you know.
Really?
Yeah. Almost every weekend, every Friday, you know.
What are they taking from people?
They take their sleeping bags. They leave the people who have anything to have for sleeping. They take their sleeping bags, all their sleeping blankets, you know. And a lot of people get sick. One person died of exposure that I know of.
One
You know,
person died of exposure after the police took the
took
sleeping
all the stuff. You know, he was real fragile to begin with. You know, you think they'd give him a chance? You know, they don't do that. They just take it. They crushed my piano. The Jewish one of my pianos. I paid $3,000 for that piano.
Wow.
Yeah, and he crushed it.
Wow.
Yeah, and with they have a special dumpster that takes the crushes stuff, you know, metal stuff and all that. It's really powerful. I didn't think they had anything like that.
That's crazy.
They took right in front of me. They took the piano and they crushed it.
That's crazy.
You know, no, I wasn't doing anything illegal. They didn't want me to have two pianos, so they crushed one of them.
Wow.
I mean, there's no way that's legal.
Right.
There's no
I think they
way.
probably know that people who are living on
Well,
the
they
beach
figure
don't have any
if they
recourse.
if they can pull it over on me, they can pull it over on anybody. Because I took them to court before and I won.
Wow.
And so, you know, they have that in the back of their mind, you know. Yeah. They're very vindictive, you know.
Got it.
Especially this tall one. What's that cop's name that takes over all the red stuff? The tall,
Well, we don't want to implicate anybody here on the live stream.
There's no implication. He doesn't. He's the one that leads the way. Yeah, leads the way.
All right.
They have this stupid bitch that just takes everybody's stuff, dude. You know, she acts like she's the boss and everything. This is her boardwalk.
Right.
She's so full of shit, you know. Yeah, if you want to know about something, that's something that somebody should speak up about, you know.
Right.
Yeah, this happens every Friday, you know.
All right.
And they trick people into tell them that we're only going to go this far, but they don't go this far. They go farther than that.
Right,
you know?
right. All right. Hey, well, listen, man, enjoy
You
the
wanted
afternoon.
You wanted to know the...
Trying to find out about Manson.
Bullshit. Fuck Manson. Manson's dead. That's over with.
All right.
This is happening now.
All right, thanks. People are going to give me a hard time about not realizing that Manson was dead. I guess in retrospect I did know that, but you hear so much about Manson and then the report that he's dead just sort of goes by in a blip.
Well, that's funny. So that's two homeless people that now say the cops are the ones doing the occult stuff.
Yeah, but I think they might, I don't know, if they're exaggerating or...
Totally. But that's the nature of it.
All right, well, listen, Quinn, we got to go feed the meter here, and I'm not sure if we're going to get exactly what we were looking for. I'm not seeing as many kind of like old surfer types that I thought we might, but maybe we should wrap up the stream here.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Remember, go subscribe to Quinn Michaels on YouTube.
Subscribe to Jason Goodman on YouTube.
Support Crowdsource the Truth. Go to patreon.com/crowdsource the truth. PayPal.me/crowdsource the truth. Thanks for watching, everybody. Catch you later.